It's time for the finals. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, the moment we've all been waiting for.
Weeks of building up to this, but we have our two titans, the guys who have stayed on top of the scoreboard this entire time. Florry versus Magia. So, Hawk, do you want to take us through it?
I think everyone knows the rules by now, but let's go through them again. Our players are presented with a quest before the match. They don't know it beforehand, and they have 60 minutes to complete it. And just like in the semifinals, now they will get all the nation choices revealed to them, and they will be able to pick.
Hello. First up, Magia, how you feeling? You've just played a game of EU4. Do you think it's going to affect you today?
I'm kind of sad that that challenge wasn't one of the final challenges, because it's basically the perfect challenge for me. It doesn't get much better than that.
It's a challenge that got you here. You know, we can't knock it. Florry, you've been off in Europe.
Yeah.
Missing planes, booking wrong tickets, casting.
That sounds nice. Sounds lovely. So you've not been taking the competition seriously then, huh? You think you're just going to cruise through?
Yeah, no. I mean, the easy pickings, right?
Alright, easy pickings. I can't wait to see. I'm going to throw it in your face if you lose this one, buddy. But how are you feeling?
Nervous, though. I'm so nervous. Oh. Yeah.
Nervous. Well, it's about to get more nervous because I got a little surprise for you. But I'll let you know after the quest how it's all going to work, because this final is going to be structured a little bit differently to how you might expect. So first up, the quest.
Let's reveal our first quest. Weeks, months in the waiting. All comes down to this.
Dutch diversification. Own as many centers of trade as possible. Now, before we get into anything else, I want to draw your attention to, it says main quest 3 points. That's because that is the main quest, but there are 3 Steel Series quests that are going to be revealed to you at the 15-minute, the 30-minute, and the 45-minute mark. Each of those is going to be worth a point. So there is a maximum of 6 points. If you don't get the main quest, you can still do all the Steel Series quests and get 3 points. I will also warn you that the second match is worth double. So the main quest is worth 6 points. The Steel Series quests are going to be worth 2 points each.
Let's reveal the countries.
Flanders, Holland, and Brabant.
Spicy. Florry, thoughts?
He does not look happy.
I'm so bad at, like, doing 2 things at the same time. So if there's multiple quests, I'm like, oh god, no.
Florry, you are our current reigning defending champion. Home turf, we will let you pick your nation first. Flanders, Holland, or Brabant for you, good sir?
Well, I just checked the development. And Brabant has the most. Holland has that. You know. But Holland has that good position. I'm gonna say Brabant.
Okay, Magia, your choice, please.
Holland, because it has a coast.
Holland. Okay, so we have 2 different nations. Now, they're allowed to pick the same one, but they pick different ones. All right, chaps, I'll let you get ready and get readied up.
Brabant is the nation that Florry has chosen. This is Holland right here, if you guys don't know, the nation that Magyar has chosen it. Holland starting off with 1 center of trade, and Brabant also starting off with 1 center of trade. And boom, there we go, we're off. Let's go to Florry right here directly as we take a look at his setup. Focusing on mill, immediately getting the morale guy, boom, trade efficiency guy, no inflation reduction guy. That's what he's going for, firing the level 1 advisors, doing the estate setup right here. So in his game, right off the bat, Castile and Aragon would support his independence, but with some improving relations, he can get Denmark and France as well. So even with just Castile and Aragon, it's winnable depending on Burgundy's allies. But yeah, if he can get all 4 of those guys along with their subjects, then it's going to be a super easy independence war. Now, Florry's gotten France, Aragon, and Castile here, so really strong. Burgundy's allies are Brittany and Florence, which is really nice. Weak allies, you know, sometimes they can get a strong ally. It doesn't happen too often, but it does happen. And yeah, Florry has France, Aragon, and Castile. Improving relations with Denmark as well. I think he's trying to go for them too. Just 2 points off. So yeah, real soon, maybe a scornful on Poland or Lithuania or Burgundy.
Now, Holland,
so we should be seeing a declaration.
Does have more of a coastline. And interestingly, on my end of things, we're seeing a lot of galleys. I think maybe an invasion into Scotland. I mean, looking over here, you do have 2 important centers of trade up here, and then a couple accessible. I mean...
They let him go.
Oh, that's bad for him. That's bad.
I don't know if he wanted this to happen.
I mean, I'd personally restart.
You think?
Yeah.
I mean, would they still help? He's only been left with France as an ally now.
As Brabant, you can pick off 2 right at the start, which I think is important. But then again, the aggressive expansion from taking those territories, maybe it's worth going round. What's he up to? What's in that mind? It's under that cap.
The little advisor controlling Fleury.
It's a tiny Habibi up there. Think about it. Have you ever seen Habibi and Flora in the same room? No.
No, I haven't.
Exactly.
Oh, there's our first deck.
There you go.
Gyalray right here. Gyalray obviously not owning any centers of trade, but Fleury's got to look to expand.
I would have expected Fleury to go straight for the Tunis or something.
France calls him into the main war. You know, if he can go for Calais here, I don't see why not. But we'll see what his strat is as we go to Magyar directly. Let's see how his start is shaping up. Who's Magyar gotten to support him?
It's Austria right now.
Just Austria?
Just Austria.
Not a very common pick.
The enemies of Burgundy include Austria, England, and Denmark. France is not in this war. If I see that, I restart. Yeah, France is just too important. Both of them have the surrender of Maine, which is inconvenient if you're going to try and fight the Burgundians, realistically, because both of them are on your side.
The English are sieging down Fleury. Nothing too important for now, but Fleury's wrapped up as show strength or accumulation, whatever it was on Gyalray, by the way. Still helping out France in this initial war.
We got ourselves the Dutch War for Independence. Holland, Austria, and England take on Burgundy, Brabant, Flanders, Constance, Naples, Nevers, Switzerland, and they are outnumbered. Very slightly, but outnumbered nonetheless. Oh, that's rough. That England is one of the allies, and England, as you see from the 16K, is very loath to put their troops on the mainland. They do win that, which is rather surprising. And here they are. England. Here come the English. Doing very well initially, it would seem. With only 9k troops, imagine what they could do with their full army. In the meantime, Holland, more than Brabant, is trapped up here. Definitely not what you want to see. Austria neglecting to go for Naples directly. And it looks like Naples isn't doing anything, presumably because of the lack of military access. This is very, very good. If he's lucky, Burgundy will decide to focus on the Austrian threat, and that does appear to be what's happening.
In Sundau or
Because
Breslau, I should
right
say.
now, the Burgundians could just take out these English stack weapons and also him. Bear in mind that Burgundy starts with 10% morale. But these are good sieges to have right at the start. The Magyar, very, very good sieges.
Yeah. Let's go to Magyar directly, see what he's up to in his independence war. Sieging down Ghent, Brabant, getting some forts down right here. So Fleury has wrapped up his war versus Utrecht right here, another humiliation war, and he has been warned by Burgundy, which is interesting, meaning he can't fight Liège pretty much. That's the only nation he can't fight, which Liège would be easy to fight once again.
It looks like Mag is restarting.
There's the reveal, rule, or destroy, meaning dismantle the HRE for +1 point. So either become emperor or dismantle it for an additional point. That's our first
one. So like we said, it is hard. You'd have to consciously go for it.
Let's ask Fleury his opinion on that. Fleury, how's it going?
Yes. Oh, terrible.
Terrible? Wow, that's
actually
amazing.
Terrible.
That's
so
amazing.
I got my independence for free by accident, which was really awkward because I couldn't declare with France and Castile and all that. Now I'm stuck in this England war. So like,
have you seen the Steel Series side quest 1?
I think should be fairly easy to dismantle the HREs. So
there's one. It looks like he's gonna go for the side quest. We'll see. Right. Well, there's the first quest.
The main quest isn't gonna go anywhere.
All right, we'll let you get on with it.
Maggie is restarted.
Any interesting developments at the start that you can take
is just restarted and is improving relations with the French. It doesn't look like the Austrians did too well for him there. Yeah, he's already independent. So he must have threatened them off. He's been given his independence.
You think he got enough supporters?
Must have done.
Fleury already allying a bunch of electors. He's already got 4 of them. So Cologne, Brandenburg, Bohemia, and the Palatinate. Only Mainz, Trier, and Saxony left, improving with them. So Saxony alliance. Saxony definitely possible if you unally and then really some nations here.
War of Dutch aggression. We have a war against Desmond. I like that. I like that.
Going into Ireland, there's one in Ireland.
That's the one he's going for.
To Scotland too, 2 more.
How many sensitive trade? And I'll ask you as well, Hawk. Do you think that our players will be able to get?
I was gonna say something like 15, but judging by these starts, I'm gonna go down to like 8.
8? I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, 8. I mean, we're almost halfway through. 8 is fair. Ooh. Maggie can't afford to lose a single battle. He does. It's over. It's another restart. 5 minutes away from another Steel Series.
Yeah, we're 5 minutes away. Interesting that neither of our players have expanded so far. So it just goes to show how tough this region is to play. And, you know, the alliances, the big boys around you, taking all of the English holdings over in the region of France. Yeah, who's he looking to declare on? Still improving relations with electors here. He hasn't allied any additional elector just yet. So no Saxony, Trier, or Mainz coming in just yet. And yeah, both of our players are still at 1 center of trade.
Oh, you think?
0 points each.
Are you sure about that one?
Well, no, let's see.
If you flip to my point of view, you'll find out that, yeah, you're absolutely right. This war has been kind of rough. Is there a general there? There's no general. Okay, now there's a general. Nice.
There is a general. Going over to Florry, a declaration versus Burgundy, ladies and gentlemen, with all of their boys and an annoying ally, 2 annoying allies actually, Florence and Milan, co-belligerenting Brittany as well, by the way.
Interesting. Okay, so that's
co-belligerenting Brittany.
How many's available?
So
That's 3.
I think if he fights Burgundy's boys, Bruges and Amsterdam could be taken.
I want to see how Mike is reacting after bringing his points total to 2. He is ahead, despite the restart. Warrior Scotland is on the cards here. Donegal has been taken. So Tyrconnell is off the map, so presumably going to try and go for another one there. I like this, chipping away slowly at it. It does look like improving relations with the French, who would take an alliance, and also Poland. Nice. I mean, ally them. Let's go for it. It should be there. There we go. An alliance with the French. That's good.
Easy.
Very
important. Even get called into this.
And let me show you something more important.
Oh, he's got exploration.
Yeah.
So fast, even though he restarted.
I know.
By the way, still hasn't taken Admin 4 even. So yeah, speaking of Florry, let's see what he's up to, because this is a major war right here. So the electors he's allied are already voting for him. I think he actually might become the emperor instead of dismantling it, because he just checked 4 electors, the one he's allied, are voting for him. Mainz is voting for Austria, and then Saxony is voting for Anhalt, Trier is voting for Hesse.
Well, that's the way I think you succeed, successfully do this one.
As soon as Frederick, who's 39, dies, Florry gets elected. 30 seconds until the next Steel Series side quest for an additional point is revealed, as Florry is obviously working towards this first one right here.
And here it is. Quest 2. Occupy London and Paris. They don't have to be at the same time, just at some point during the campaign. At some
point in the game.
Let's see if our players are ready, willing, and able to do that. So again, maybe a little bit trickier. But if Florry can chain things together, maybe go ahead and get the HRE under his control, then you can go ahead and do that. I think this is one that you do in the last final seconds, to be honest. You prep for it, you get ready for it, and you go for it.
Yeah, final 5 minutes or something like that.
Because you can do it, especially if a good enough, because you need to be able to land on England, which means you have a good enough navy to barrage. Barrage assault, go for it.
Florry wraps up his war with Brittany right here. Let's go to Magyar right here directly and go ahead and ask him what he thinks of this second side quest while he's not in a war. Take it away.
Magyar, we won't keep you for too long. Just wanted to hear your thoughts on the second Steel Series quest. Is that something you're going to be going for?
I will try. I don't think I'm going to get there, though.
Absolutely fine.
Has not been great in terms of, both RNG and in terms of me playing, so... Oh well, it is what it is.
Well, you also still have the second final to play for if you think this one is going poorly. But bear in mind, you can always get the Steel Series side quest if you do not beat Florry in the main quest.
I'm trying.
Good luck with
I am trying. Right. We'll see how it goes.
Let's hear Florry's opinion on it as well. Do you think he's too involved in this, or do you think we can jump?
We can go for it. Hello, Florry. Just checking in to make sure you've seen the second Steel Series side quest.
Well, that's gonna be interesting, given the English Navy, but we'll figure something out.
Well, good luck with it.
Thank you. Actually, I'm not going to try and dismantle the H3. I'm just going to gamble on the fact, because the alliances were really awkward to get all of them, so I'm actually just going to try and get elected. So see how that goes.
I mean, that makes sense. Good luck with it.
They all like rivaled each other, so I couldn't ally all the electeds. Yeah.
Oh, bear in mind, you still have another Steel Series quest coming your way in a little while, and then the winner of the mail quest. Well, yeah. Now what? 45 minutes. That's how exciting it is.
Oh boy.
They are optional, of course. You don't have to do them.
Right.
Okay, fantastic. Good luck. England has taken Bruges.
Oh, no. Well,
but they're also at war with Burgundy still.
Just get Bruges and Calais.
I'm not sure how this happened, but England declared war for Bruges, and then I think that Flanders went independent because they were separate piece by France, and so England finished them off, but that wouldn't make sense because it should be in the same war, so I don't know how Burgundy is still in the same... Like, it's the English conquest of Bruges, but this... You see what I mean? The English have Bruges.
France has occupied Bruges in Florry's war with Burgundy here, so let's hope he gets Amsterdam.
You just weren't engaging.
Radical reforms for Florry, very nice, just mentioning.
Absolutely fine. It does appear that England has finished off their war with Burgundy. Burgundy being reduced to a 3-province minor over here.
Yeah.
Only allied to Berg. It does mean that Brabant is basically free, but it doesn't appear that Magyar is going for that. I think Magyar is hard rushing colonialism. And I like it. Two very different strategies, both even on points. If Magyar, in the time remaining, we have 23 minutes. If Magyar in the time remaining is able to get colonial range to be able to take those provinces, then surely he'll come out on top. Right, do you want to flip to Magyar directly? Because he's taking his troops somewhere. I want to see where. Okay, he's allied Palatinate. He might be going for the HRE, it looks like at this point. Takes the colonial range.
And Florry wraps it up versus Burgundy here, taking only Holland. I think he would have also taken Bruges.
But
unfortunately
the
France already got that.
That's
but
rough.
yeah, maybe he's planning on fighting France later for the side quest, of course. I don't know.
If he occupies Paris, he still needs to occupy London, but that's still a chance. We'll see if he starts.
He's lost an elector ally? Brandenburg.
Brandenburg, it does look like he has, yeah. But
he
can't
can't
get him back.
ally them.
Oh, annulled
annulled
treaties.
Yeah.
That's rough.
Unfortunate. Well, maybe he could go for Saxony now? Yeah. He is improving with them already, so.
It does appear that Meg has realized the dire straits that Brabant were in and is going for another one, which will bring them level on points. Again, we were thinking like 15. But I think RNG has determined low scores for this one. Sometimes it's
on
not
my 8th prediction for now.
Yeah, I agree with that. Sometimes it's not about having the best score or doing better than your opponent. It's just about not doing worse than your opponent in terms of the RNG. I think this is a very safe thing to do here. Do you think he takes more provinces, or do you think he just nicks one if his idea is to go colonialism?
Just Antwerp. Antwerp. You don't really gotta do anything else. There are no centers of trade close to it, around it, anything like that. So no need to push.
There's nothing. I mean, I'm surprised that neither one of them has gone for the east.
Let's go to Fleury directly, as he's no Seabeed Desmond.
Interesting.
Just like Magyar did. Yep.
It is a solid choice, I think. There's no downside, really. Obviously, aggressive expansion, but our players aren't really looking at that. Fleury still trying to make sure. I mean, it's 4-3 right now in terms of the vote. Could be a little bit dicey. It's going to default to the Emperor if they are even.
4 electors still voting for him, as he's already finished sieging down Cork right there, going for, well, I'm not even going to try and say this orange province that he's standing on.
So, to have a shot, Magyar needs Dip Tech 7, because that's where this colonial range expands by 115. Sure. His issue right now is, obviously, he spent all of his points in the idea. Yeah, let's see if he'll tech up.
Now
you got Renaissance?
Though.
You got to embrace Renaissance. You got to embrace Renaissance.
Fleury is now at 4 centers of trade. I can't confirm that.
Interesting. Okay, so it's 4-2 or to 3. My apologies. 4-3. So it's a very close game, as we are a minute away from revealing our final Steel Series quest.
Both of our players are working towards completing the main quest. The 2 side quests, they have confirmed, you know, might be tough, might not be, but they're definitely both going for the HRE one. And now, in just about 15 seconds, we're about to reveal the last one. What do you think? Is it going to be the easiest? Is it going to be the hardest because it's last? Of course, they're going to have the least amount of time to focus on it, to complete it and stuff like that.
But it is.
Go ahead and reveal it.
Quest 3.
Pillage the capital of Castile.
So we're playing off the theme of the whole Spanish-Dutch rivalry. That does mean that they have to win a war against Castile and select the option to pillage their capital. Is it easy? Is it hard? Depends if you've allied the Castilians or not. I think it's going to be slightly easier for Fleury, given his current situation. Can't imagine Magyar is going to be slowed down by this.
Castile, Aragon, and Portugal, you know. Let's see who'd help. France would help. This is definitely doable in Fleury's game. Oh, okay. Wait, is Austria going to join this? Did they not accept? Well, their alliance with Provence is gone, but...
Yeah, they must not have. Okay, that's very fortunate indeed for Fleury. That's
why France is declared.
Over here, Magyar is, it looks like, desperately trying to do this one. Frederick III, given a chance, holding on until he's 50. So this is a distinct possibility for him if he is able to secure these 3 electors. I think getting these 2, and I think that should be enough.
So first we had a Fleury declaration on Amund, with these guys over here in Ireland, but now he's just no Seabeed Imereti. That's right.
Solid.
They have a center of trade.
And he can, presumably, if they're the same continent, he can vassalize and then seize land, right?
Yeah, they are in Europe. I think I can confirm that. Yeah, they are in Europe, so definitely doable. So we got the no CB Moretti. What do you know?
Oh, war of Dutch aggression over here against Hesse.
Oh, he's dismantling it.
It looks like he's going for the dismantlement. It looks like we might have
us. Is it possible? Let's check if it's possible.
He needs Brandenburg and Trier. Brandenburg.
He's in a war versus them, right? In the war.
And then his final one is Trier. He does know. He does know.
Nice.
Brilliant. This is the concerning one for me, and this one over here, because Brandenburg. Okay, Brandenburg doesn't want it. I can't imagine any of them want the land, but it is very good. Okay, well, Trier is done. That is the first one. It's just Prague and Vienna. There we go. Prague. Sorry, not Prague. It's Vienna and Berlin. Prague has been safe now.
Already in Berlin. He's already pieced out a nation over in Ireland. Fleury, by the way, as we stay on a Magyar right there, just letting you know a little bit.
This is concerning to me, as well as this. So
let's go to him directly, see what he's thinking.
France has liberated his capital, by the way, so that does put him in nicer stead. France is also sieging down a bunch of other territories. There you go. You need to do that, Magyar. Excellent. He needs to be piecing out these tiny states and making sure that they are not distracted. Don't piece out Trier. Okay, good. I thought for a second he looked at low. It looked like he was going to piece out Trier, as Bregenz does help. Ooh, coalition is not what you want to see. Bear in mind, he is also trying to speed through time to try and get as many centers trade as possible. He's gone for morale of armies guy and is also doing this. 7 out of 4. So I don't think I think he's trying to get this done, and then obviously he'll try and go speed through it. But I don't think that he has that right now. At the very least, he shouldn't be hiring a level 2 advisor. He should be hiring one of these, obviously,
for sure.
If he wants to go for dip. But this isn't like a poor nation. You could definitely get away with hiring a level like 3 advisor as
for sure.
and driving your nation's economy into the into the ground to only one man's loyalty. Berlin's fallen, and so we just see Vienna minus 30%, and that's it. There it is! There it is! Got him directly! Got him directly! He did it! He did it!
Oh, we missed it, but he did it.
Flip to me then. I've got the
quick enough.
End of the Holy Roman Empire. 1 point on the board.
Let's go to Flurry real quick. Just want to show off that he has ended his war over in Ireland. He's ended his war with the Moretti as well, seized Odishi as well, and now he's at 1. Flurry officially owns 5 centers of trade, not being elected HRE Emperor yet, not getting close to doing any of the side quests either.
Yeah, there we go. There's the declaration against France.
Nice.
Very, very bold indeed. At this point, does appear to be going for the Steel Series side quest instead of the main quest.
Flurry, as he's declared over on QQ, a very interesting war that's going to net him potentially 3, maybe even some more down here if he can get to them. Centers of trade, which would be really, really strong for him right there. But there we go. We got an OCB on Castile.
Excellent.
In France.
Both our players are going for
and
it.
their boys.
Danger is afoot.
Oh.
But it looks like the French are going to do him a favor. He's been sitting here solidly ignoring
Shout out
all
to
of
France.
this.
I didn't think I'd ever say that, but
no, and honestly, I feel like I need a shower for you saying it. But still, 7% just needs to take this and Toledo. Let's not forget that pillaging is not that much war score. You knock them down to medium with like 20% and they might do it. Ooh, that's very fortunate. If that's a stack wipe. If that's a stack wipe, it could be huge. Does look like Magyar is close. If I clear the offer over here, he needs to occupy the capital. There we go. There is the pillage.
Nice. Going over to Flurry directly right here. Magyar already having 2 points. Really, really strong. Flurry's game versus Castile actually not going as good as Magyar's went because his France seems to be a bit weaker. Yeah, Castile and Aragon and Portugal got a lot of troops.
Looks like he's losing the war in Carcassonne as well. It looks like he didn't think he had enough time to manage it potentially. It looks like he's given up on QQ. And France, well, this means that if Flurry wins, it'll be 3 points to 2. Even though Flurry wins the main quest, Magyar will have done a hell of a job.
Very interesting right here.
Dude, I'm so excited.
With 2 minutes left on the timer.
The Magyar, so he's seen an opportunity to fight England in the Dutch reconquest of Donegal. I don't know how he lost Donegal. I think he might have been threatened. I have absolutely no clue. If he decides to occupy London, he could get Paris as well, potentially. By just because these aren't forts. So he could blitz this. Right, there's a fort here, so we might have to take that. I don't know if he'll be able to do it in the time left, but he could declare war on his ally. See? Yeah. No, because France is in the war. I don't think France is in the war.
Not possible. Not possible.
I mean, technically he could do it immediately afterwards, but there's a minute left. But I don't think that's what he's going for.
Yeah.
20 seconds remaining. We stay on my POV because we don't know if Flurry managed to get the emperorship or not. We don't know how many centers of trade he has. Maybe he lost them all.
3,
2, 1. We are done.
Time. Yeah.
There we go. That is time.
Okay.
Out of the 3 side quests, the first one was to rule or dismantle the HRE. To say that there is a point there because there is no HRE in this game. The second was to occupy London or Paris. Those have not been occupied in this game. The third was to pillage Castile's capital, and that has happened. So 2 points already on the board. We do see 1, 2, 3 centers of trade for Magyar. So 2 points.
Going over to Flurry right here. Flurry did not manage to win versus Castile. He did not manage to get elected HRE Emperor, and he did not manage to occupy Paris and London, which means Flurry gets no points from our Steel Series bonus quests, but he does have more centers of trade than Magyar, which means he does get the 3 points from the main quest, and that's our first challenge for today, ladies and gentlemen. Done. Flurry, 3 points, Magyar, 2, as we get ready to go on to the last challenge.
A win for Flurry, but points scraped back.
So tight, dude. So tight.
Oh, man. Let's not forget that in the second game, the points are doubled for the final of the final.
Make sure to subscribe for the next duel.